Bueno, teacher, buenas noches. Pues el video ahorita lo hablo en español como para explicarle un poco de lo que se va a tratar, o a mis compañeros, el que quiera ver este video lo va a subir a YouTube, igualmente a mi canal. Vamos a hablar de feminismo, de la visión que yo tenía al inicio y de la visión que tengo al final, de si, claro, si es más violento, o sea, si hace más bien que mal, y por qué opinaba. Yo al final doy como una pequeña resumen de lo que a mi parecer es el movimiento feminista, porque pues se divide en varias cositas. Igualmente lo voy a explicar. Esta presentación dura bastante, yo sé que estaba entre 2-3 minutos, pero pues el tema me gusta bastante, así que decidí como alargarlo un poco. Espero pues se tome su tiempo y pues lo pueda como pues disfrutar. Algunos nombres me toca leerlos porque son bastante complicados, entonces pues me toca leerlos un poco si me voy moviendo los ojos. Okay. Okay, good morning, teacher. I'm class master. For the final projects, I decided to choose the theme of US feminism calls for more hard than good. I'm the slogan of this presentation. I'll tell you is an age for an age makes the world blind. Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Since the beginning for the feminist movement in the 18th century, different forms on the protest have been presented, has been recorded in the books of many leaders of the movement. Of course, this not only had a hard start with the murder of many women. Okay. But also that today the gap between the difference between men and women has been really reduced, because let's be honest, if there is such gap since the beginning of human history, best have been seen and destroyer sex and the woman as the weaker sex. This imposed of the culture love norms. Each women are always in charge of the house, of the children, of pleasing and sexual desire. It has been so notorious that the 18th century, two women decide to make the initiative and rewrite the rights of men. But it's time for women that women are Olympe de Gauss and Mary Wollstonecraft. Olympe de Gauss is murdered and the many women to hell are her a love star. That's very difficult hard. This will call it the first wave of feminism. Years later, the second wave of feminism, suffragism, arrives, but seeks the rights of the white woman, causes different opinions among slaves. After years of stalls and 119 and 112 in England and the United States, they manage to obtain their right to vote. Of course, all these with acts such as vandalism, sabotage, and many lives, but for the first time there is talk of double exclusion, and and it's may be an sojourner truth, a slave because she is black and woman. Also at Flora Tristan, who explores that working women are the proletarians. Women are the proletarians of the proletariat. And it is where we talk about socialist feminism, which seeks to change two entire systems. But wait, I'll summarize a little better. Feminism until the 20th centuries was led to movements. Liberal feminism who seeks equality and rights compared to man. everything that he can do the same or the inside the proportions, but despite this, the continues to see and solve things such as the different salaries and the some positions and important positions in Congress and in the state. Other state dominate by men. On the other hand, be radical feminines. This is social feminines, but it speaks of the fact the problem already comes from the root such of the division of tasks at home, gender violence, and the patriarchal system. Uh, would you what do the patriarchal system in purpose? But if you are not clear about it, with clarify it. Okay, the patriarchal system is a system of domination of men over women in areas such as family, or social, or political and economics. Thanks to the women's space for women emerges such battered women centers, self-defense cells, hygienical. Okay, this one presents a util to the 20th century. 20th century for now everything what's going well with same rates of violence but a great advance. No, it's when everything goes to grades and the movement in sin all the in auto Jake at the beginning of the 21 centuries due to the different new organizations that emerge, such as LBGT, no sé, LGBT, which year after year it's a decline. So much. So that they started as the LGBT, LGBT, and today is LGBT, LGBTEQ, and mass. Are names. What is Q? Yes, Q. Q is a reference a care. Care? That's today it continues to investigate that is in a short joke and poorly told. What those have to do with family because it's a terms of the that do it to the unions and this to other organizations feminists we also divided know there and so many tips on feminists that even one does to once does no want to take to change the system and the other six equality is a sounds normal right but what is wrong with it with those we seek to change the system to one to the change the language with and language inclusive or inclusive language, which is based of the fact that the current language is patriarchal and sexist. The right laws as the this was the really is crazy. Okay, and some feminists is also something absurd for a change violence and protests continue. Okay, I am personal opinion. It's very honest. It's a personal opinion. Okay, women of radical change are like socialism is the economic. I it will not work no matter how many times you try. Okay. Will those a liberal change are based on facts and don't know ask for absurd things in a movement through of a woman without need to destroy the foundations of the society. Pues, okay, okay, teacher, this is my project. Thank you.